Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, LiveLoveCrochet. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this summer dress. I recently did a sneak peek for this dress and today I'm going to show you how to make it. So if you're interested in making this with me, I will show you what we're going to need. So for today's video we're going to need a measuring tape, a 4.5 hook. We're going to use some ribbon. This is optional. This is the ribbon that I will be using. We need scissors, a darning needle. We're going to need some stitch markers. I think it's only 3 we're going to need to use. And we're going to need some buttons. It's up to you how many. I think I'm going to use 2 or 3 maybe. And the yarn I'm going to be using is Cotton Soft DK. This one's by King Cole and this one's 100% cotton. This one recommends 4mm hook and these are 100 grams and it's approximately 229 yards, 210 meters. So my colours are going to be white and blue. So that is what we're going to need. Now I'm going to show you some measurements. So these are the measurements that I have wrote up. Goes from newborn to 12 to 18 months. So we're going to need the yoke, which is usually a little bigger than this, but because we're only doing the chest, I've taken a bit off the yoke. So here's the yoke here. And then the chest, this is going to be our chain, so determines how big our chain is going to be. So for a newborn it's going to be 40.5 centimeters and so on. And then we've got the strap length, and then we've got the skirt length, which is just an estimate. You don't have to follow this, you can have the length however long or however short you like. So here are the measurements. You can write them down if you like. Just pause the video here and we are going to get started. So I'm going to be making a newborn size. So I'm going to make my chain to 40.5 centimeters. So first of all, I'm going to be starting with the blue for the chest. And then I think I'm going to do the skirt length in white. So make your slip knot, put your hook, yarn on your hook and start chaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will keep going until I get my length. Right, so I've just gotten to my length of my chain that I need, which is 40.5, and I did 59 chains for this length. So what we're going to do next is we're going to skip the first chain. We'll skip the hook, loop on the hook, skip the first chain and go into the next chain and make a double crochet. And make a double crochet into the next. So what we're going to do for this row is just make a double crochet into each chain, and I will see you when I have finished to the end. I just double crocheted to the end of my row and you should have something that looks like this. I just want you to take your measuring tape and measure and make sure you're still at your measurement. So with a bit of a pull, I am at mine 40.5. So that's good. I'm still at my measurement. So what we're going to do next is chain 1 and turn. We're going to start with a single crochet. Into the next we're going to make a half double crochet. Into the next a single crochet and a half double crochet, and we're going to keep doing this until we get to the end of our row. Just finish my single crochet, half double crochet row. This is the pattern you should be getting. Let me give you a closer look. So this is the pattern one side and then the other side. So now what we're going to do is chain 1 again and turn, and we're going to put double crochet into that first stitch. So double crochet, and then this is going to be another double crochet row. So because it's only a 2-row repeat, I'm going to give you back the measurements, just in case you didn't write them down. So for the yoke we're going to be doing these sizes. So it's 8 centimeters for me, but I'm going to need to join it at some point. So with my other dress, I joined this pretty much straight away. So I joined it here, so it was like 4 rows down, but I don't like it like that. I want a few more buttons to go down, so I'm going to join mine a little bit later than that. You can join it whenever you want, but I am going to do the joining on camera so you can see how to join it together. So I'm going to keep crocheting until I'm happy with the length and happy that I can join it together, that I've got enough room for my buttons. So you're going to double crochet row, chain 1, turn, single crochet and half double crochet row, alternating between both of them. So double crochet, single crochet and half double crochet, and then when you get to the place where you want to join, if you know how to do it, you can go ahead and do it yourself, that's fine. But if you don't, I will be back to show you how to join it together. So I will see you when I'm ready to join my chest piece. I'm now ready to connect. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, which I've already chained. Then we're going to get our other side, make sure it's all straight. We'll put our yarn on top, and we're going to find our first stitch here. So just your first stitch, put your hook in, then you're going to yarn over, pull your yarn through both of the stitches, so just a slip stitch, and that is our work joined. It's that simple. So now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1, and whatever row you're on, I'm on half double crochet, single crochet. I'm not going to turn my work. I'm going to go straight into the stitch that my chain 1's coming out of, and I'm going to put a single crochet and a half double crochet, and I'm going to carry on. So when you come to the end, I will meet you here. Just come to the end of my row and I'm on a single crochet. So into this chain that you made, I'm going to put single crochet. You put a half double crochet or double crochet depending on what row you're on. So then into my first stitch here, I'm going to put a slip stitch and join together. Then I'm going to chain one, and then into this stitch here, the very first stitch, I'm going to make a double crochet, and into the next. So you're just going to keep making your stitches, and then as you can see, this stitch is taken, so we're going to double crochet to this stitch right here, and then you're just going to join it into here with a slip stitch into this first stitch here. So I'm now going to measure my work. Just get my tape measure. So I wanted 8 centimeters for mine, and I'm at 8 centimeters now. So I'm going to finish this row, and then I will see you when we are working on the length. So I've just got the length of my chest piece, and I'm changing colours for the length. So I've got my white ready and I've put my yarn. So I'm going to reconnect this into the front of this knot here. Just going to reconnect and chain one. Now I'm going to put a double crochet back into that same stitch. Then I'm going to double crochet into 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1 double crochet into the next 4. Now into the 5th stitch, I'm going to make 4 double crochets. So 1 into the same stitch, 2, 3 and 4. Now I'm going to count 4 again, so into the next stitch 1, next stitch 2, into the next 3 and 4. So then into the 5th stitch we're going to make 4 double crochets again. And then 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 into the next, which will be the 5th stitch. I'm going to make 4 double crochets into the same stitch, 3 and 4. As you can see, we are increasing our dress. So we're now just going to carry on with our double crochets and 4 double crochets into the 5th, and then I'm going to meet you back when I come to the end. So I've just finished my last increase there, and I'm going to pop 1 double crochet into my last 4 stitches. And then I'm going to join into this stitch here with a slip stitch, and I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to turn my work. Right, so this row now is just a half double crochet, single crochet row, no increasing. So put your first single crochet into the first stitch here, right under your chain 1. Into the next half double crochet, single crochet, half double crochet, and I will meet you when I have finished my row. So I've just come to the end of my row, and as you can see here, this is where our chain 1 is coming out of. So I'm going to slip stitch into my first single crochet here, and I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. Now double crochet row with increases. So into the same stitch, put a double crochet, and as you did before, 1 double crochet into 4 stitches, then into the 5th we're going to put 4 double crochets. So I'm not going to show you that again because I think you have the hang of it now. So we're going to do this one, and this is going to be our last increasing row. So I will meet you at the end. So I'm coming to the end of my row, and I just want to show you something just in case you have the same situation. So here is my increase, and then I have 3 stitches there, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 2 stitches here, sorry. So if I go another 2 and then did my increase there, I think it would be too close to the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double crochet 3 this time, and then into the 4th stitch I am going to make my increase. And then I am going to double crochet into my last stitches. And then I'm going to slip stitch into my first double crochet, chain 1, so this is what yours should be looking like right now. Like I said, that was the last increase row. So from now on we're going to do half double crochet, single crochet row, double crochet row, just like we did here for our chest, and we're going to do that until we get to the desired length that we want. Now I showed you earlier some measurements for approximate lengths. So like I said, in the start, you don't have to do these stamps. You can have the length as long as you want. So I am going to crochet until I get 18 centimeters for my length, and these are the other measurements, so it's totally up to you. So now I am going to get to my length, and then I will come back to you when I have my length.